in this lecture, we will talk about examples on product to sum and sum to product. Previously, we know from product to sum, there are three formulas. Product to the sum, product to the sum or difference. Okay. So there are three formulas. From sum to product, we have four formulas right down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 7 formulas is very useful. And then let's see some examples right down here. You know, if you are given an equation cosine x equals cosine 3x, how are you going to solve it? And then this will rely on our previous example, previous formulas. Now I don't want you to see the right-hand side at this moment. So you are given this one, you want to solve it. Then things get complicated. But you know, it is really not that hard. If you minus cosine 3x on the right-hand side, then you can cancel this one, make right-hand side be 0. Left-hand side is going to be cosine 3x minus cosine x minus cosine 3x. Right-hand side is 0. So you have that. Okay. And then here is one minus another. That's a subtraction. For subtraction, you want to change this one to the product. Then here the formula comes to play is the difference needs to be changed into the product. Then, you know, we have this formula 4. Okay. Right here. Cosine u minus cosine v, negative 2 sine u plus v over 2 sine u minus v over 2. That's the formula 4 we had before. Okay. So, minus, you have a negative 2 sine. Okay. Then let's do it. So then down here, we should have a negative 2 sine. Okay. Negative 2 sine. So I have to just want to show this formula. So I want to close this one. I want you to look at this formula. Okay. All right. Now you should have a negative 2 sine. Okay. So negative 2 sine. And then u plus v, so x plus 3x divided by 2. Oh, that's right here. And then u minus v, so it's x minus 3x divided by 2, sine in front of it. That's that. Okay. And equals 0. So equals 0. Okay. So you change this to the product. Now 1, because there is a 1 in front of x. 1 plus 3 is 4 divided by 2, so you have a 2x. And here 1 minus 3 is negative 2 divided by 2, you have negative 1. So it's 2x sine 2x sine negative x. sine 2x, sine negative x. Okay. Now, if you again remember previously I showed you for sine, what do you get? You always have that formula. Sine, this negative sign gets out freely. Cosine, you cannot get negative, positive, it doesn't matter. They are equal. Right. Now, negative, this sign can get out. Okay. You have a negative, so negative, negative will be positive. And then these 2 on the left, you divide it by 2 on both sides. So basically you get is positive now, because those 2 are negatives. And then you have a 1 in front of it, so you don't need to write 1. If you want, you can put 1 here. But it's really not necessary. So here is sine 2x, and here is sine x equals 0. Now you have the product is 0, then one of them is 0, is going to be 0. So from here you have either sine x is 0 or sine 2x is 0. You have 2 possibilities down here. Okay? So sine x is 0 or sine 2x is 0. If one of them is 0, you get 0, because 0 times any quantity is 0. Now remember, sine x is 0, this tells us x is 0 or pi, or 2 pi, or 3 pi, or 4 pi, 5 pi. Okay? Anyway, sine 0 degrees or sine 180 degrees. And then you can times 180 degrees times n. So that's why we write x equals n pi. Similarly for 2x, so 2x should also be n pi. The reason is the same, because 2x can either be 0 degree or 180 degree, or 360 degree, or can be negative number. And then if both sides for here divided by 2, you want to cancel this 2. So you have x equals n pi over 2. Alright? So that will be something like this. Like this. N can choose 0, because n is 0, you have a 0. And n can choose 1. Okay, if n is 1, then will be pi over 2, 90 degrees. 90 degrees, x is 90 degrees times 2 is 180. Okay? So basically here it tells us n ranges from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And also n can choose negative number. Okay? So n can choose any integers. That's why I wrote here. N can choose any integers. Similarly for this n. But you know, if n here is even number, then you will get that. Okay? For example, n is 2, then 2 divided by 2 is pi. And then here is, if n is 1, you get pi 2 also. So basically here is that this solution contains this one, includes this one. So then you write is what? X equals n pi over 2. And n can be any values from 0 to positive negative 1, positive negative 2. Alright. So we actually solve the equation by using the formula 4 right here. Now you may try this one yourself.